Hi there, everybody, and thanks so much for joining us here on KXAN Live. I'm Will DuPree, coming to you from the KXAN Live studio as we take a live look out there from South Austin. You can see an airplane passing overhead with the skyline in the background there. Some clouds moving in, and we want to let you all know that there are rain chances in the forecast. Yes, I said that four-letter word, rain. It is much welcome, and I know that a lot of you will be wondering, is this really going to affect the city or the area around here? So, to answer some questions about that now is meteorologist Nick Bannin. Nick, thank you for being here and hopefully to share some good news.
Yeah, it does seem like pretty good news having 4 days in a row with rain chances around 30 or 40%. I think we've managed a few hit or miss downpours over the past couple of weeks, but more they've been missed than hit, you know.
All right. Well, I want to bring up your system and show off some of your graphics because there is so much to discuss. So let's start with how this is all setting up for us. Why are we having these rain chances come into Central Texas?
So much of this summer has been high pressure overhead or nearby, squashing rain chances, preventing a lot of clouds from forming as well, other than in the early mornings, and keeping the rain away. So we've been keeping an eye on when is this high going to move, and when it does, will it open up the door to some rain to possibly come in around it. And we have seen that this area of high pressure has taken a little bit of a drift, so to say, to the northwest of us. It's not like we're not under the influence of this high at all, but it means that the position of it may allow for some rain to come in on the side of the high here. So with the high being there, we're looking at some rain chances dropping in on the east side of the high coming in from the north. And what we can see as we go back to that Whittlesey Landscape Supplies camera in southeast Austin, on the right-hand side of your screen, there's actually some puffier clouds off in the distance. These are to the north of Austin, where we're starting to see some of those rain chances coming in already into the parts of the hill country now. So some in the hill country, it's already raining right now, Will.
It's amazing to hear anything related to rain chances coming to our area. So let's take a look at the radar and show us when things are moving in and when we might expect to see a few raindrops out there.
Yeah, so already some are seeing now in the hill country, but as far as the metro, it's probably going to be a few more hours for that. You can see where the rain is here in the green and also the clouds showing up in the white and gray too. And remember, the KXAN viewing area does include both Lampasas and San Saba counties here. These two counties where we're already seeing some of these very spotty showers and even a few thunderstorms. At this point, none of this is severe. We're not really expecting today will be a severe weather day, but some of the downpours and storms later this afternoon could bring some gusty downburst winds with it. So it's not like we'll be wind-free today. We're just not expecting a widespread outbreak of severe weather. Let me show you what our computer models do as they go into the future with these spotty showers and storms. So this is through 3 p.m., doing a good job with the location of where we think these will be into mainly portions of the northern hill country, San Saba, Lampasas, even into Burnett, Llano, and Mason counties here through 3 p.m., keeping most of the rest of us dry. But notice as we forward the maps and the models here closer to 5 o'clock, late afternoon, early evening, the coverage of showers and storms starts to grow a little bit. And then as we go, say, after 4 or 5 o'clock and into the early to mid-evening, that's when the rest of us could get in on some of the spotty showers and storms. This particular computer model, one of our higher resolution computer models that usually does pretty well in the near term with storms, paints a bit of a wetter picture than we're going right now. We're going about a 30% rain chance where you are, which is higher than we've had a lot lately, but it's not necessarily as wet as what you're seeing right now. We're trying to tamper the hopes down a little bit, and sometimes this model's been a little on the wetter side than what we've actually seen. Drought and just how dry we've been is not super conducive to getting rain. Drought kind of feeds more drought. So because of how dry we've been, we're sort of leaning on the drier side of things, but certainly the possibilities are there for storms and showers into the afternoon through mid-evening. And then as we get toward the late evening hours, this is 10 o'clock tonight, we start seeing the showers and storms waning. This is the projected rainfall amounts through midnight tonight. I want you to pay less attention to where the amounts are highest Instead, pay attention to the range. The range is from 0, no rain, which we think many people will get, to 3/4 of an inch of rain, some exceeding an inch of rain. So that's the type of numbers that we expect to see by the end of the day here today. Some could get a good soaking downpour if it sits over you long enough and doesn't move over to the next town or city. Others will be unlucky and not get anything at all, kind of the feast or famine mentality as we've had so much of the past few weeks and so little rain the past few months, Will.
You did mention there that today we do have those trace amounts of rain that could come in our area, but you also mentioned that the rest of this week could see some rain chances there too. So what's in store for that?
Yeah, so even rain chances for tomorrow we think will be higher than today. So amounts today can, yes, range from a trace to an inch or more if you're lucky in a few spots. We think the rain chances drop quite a bit overnight tonight, and then they start to go up tomorrow. Tomorrow's rain chances higher than today. We'll call it about 40%, and at noon, as we just finished our noon newscast, I was even tempted to raise those rain chances even higher. We'll talk about the long-term rain chances in a little bit. I just want to briefly talk about the relief that you're going to notice from the heat. Today's high of 101, sure, it's hot and it's 2 degrees above normal, but it's really not too bad considering the 106s we've had, the 110s we've had here this summer, and the arrival of spotty showers and thunderstorms as well as the clouds later in the day will help to bring down those high temperatures a little earlier. But notice what happens tomorrow. While we start in the upper 70s to near 80, we only end up near 98 tomorrow afternoon. And 99 is average for this time of year. So technically tomorrow is going to be below average for highs, thanks to the extra clouds, thanks to some of the spotty showers and storms in the area, bringing relief from the temperatures. So as far as the individual daytime forecast, today it's a 30% chance of showers and storms. Winds are probably going to be all over the place, starting in the south and southeast, and as the rain and storm chances increase coming from the north, and those winds will turn around as well to being out of the north at times. And they may gust higher than, say, 20, 30 miles per hour if you're near a thunderstorm. That could lead to some isolated but very localized damage. Tonight, those storm chances drop as we head through the evening, and then tomorrow they rise as we head through the afternoon and into the evening, peaking at about 40%, say from about 4 p.m. until 9 tomorrow with the highest rain chances. But here's the answer to your question. Yes, more rain chances, not just today and tomorrow, but Friday as well, a pretty good chance. Another day with about 40% rain chances at this point. That drops down to 30% on Saturday, Will.
From what I'm seeing right here, Nick, that you're showing us how whatever rain might fall may not have all that much impact on the drought that we're experiencing all across the area.
No, because it's going to be spotty and hit and miss. You would really need much more of a widespread soaking, or for this pattern to continue day after day for a few weeks if we were going to see impacts. Now, we might get some very localized impacts where your lawn finally gets a good soaking if you're lucky, and for that reason you may be able to turn off your sprinklers if you're still allowed them where you are. But as far as a widespread feeding the lakes, really having more widespread and noticeable improvements on the drought, this is probably not going to be that, but it just may delay any worsening at least.
All right, well, at least that's some good news there too. As you mentioned, the temperature will be a little bit cooler. We'll take whatever relief we can get. So tell us what's in store for the days ahead too.
Yeah, so for the days ahead, we look ahead to the week, and this is how much rain we would get over the next 7 days. National Weather Service expecting most of us end up with 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 an inch of rain, but those higher amounts, 1/2 inch to an inch in our eastern counties. But yes, the temperature is being affected by the extra rain chances and the extra clouds in the air. 99 is normal. We'll head for below normal here for Thursday at 98, 97 Friday, 96 on Saturday, one of our coolest days in a while, and then we're back up to 99 on Sunday. So there is heat relief coming, even if you don't end up with the rain where you are, and we're thinking more often the time will be dry than wet over the next few days, but at least we drop out of the triple digits, and that includes the weekend. Saturday's got rain chances, Sunday does not, but Sunday probably marks the beginning of a new warm-up stretch for us as we climb out of this mini wet period and then we get back to triple digits and sunshine. So this is not an end of the 100 plus degree days for the whole summer. It's not an end to the heat, but it is a brief period of relief, and that's the way we're looking at it now.
What I'm hearing is enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts, because those triple digits are coming back again soon.
All right, well, forecast details are always available on KXAN.com, our news app, and the weather app that you can download onto your smartphone. So, Meteorologist Nick Bannin, thank you for being here and for joining us for this update. We like to hear all these things about rain and a little bit cooler temperatures.
I know, exactly. And there's a Luke Bryan song, "Rain is a Good Thing." I don't know how country familiar you are, but that's been playing in my car lately.
Not right. It's very appropriate for right now, too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank you again for being here.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, we'll see you back here another time. Hope you all stay safe and healthy out there, as well as cool. Enjoy this weather out there. We'll see you again. Take care.